I'll look at the big picture. Now, really, the only reason I'm showing you this is because it really made nightly news tonight with the fact that they've had flooding rains into Southern California, especially. There's still a little bit of rain going on, but most of it moved on up toward Vegas and then began to fall apart into northwestern Arizona. But they did have some flooding there. No big mudslides have been reported that I know of. Obviously, a lot of areas, a lot of the hills around Los Angeles, etc., have been stripped of vegetation by fire. So really, the possibility of mudslides exists. Low pressure, again, the one that went through us, is still dominating our weather, even though we haven't got no rain or snow mixed out of it, but it's throwing a few clouds our way, and we'll see those move on away during the overnight hours, and skies become mostly clear. But our next weather maker is this one out towards St. Louis. You can see it's not moving very much, but it is going to be moving eventually, and by Saturday night, we could see some rain, possibly even a wintry mix out of it for much of the area. Here's where things are at midnight tonight. Our skies are going to clear off. I don't think they'll be totally clear at midnight. You can see a few clouds through all of this, but temperatures into the low 40s. We drop on down to about 35 degrees during the overnight hours. During the afternoon tomorrow, it'll warm up to about 48, 49, up to about 52 degrees coming up at 4 in the afternoon. 7 o'clock in the evening, it's all quiet. It'll be very quiet coming up for tomorrow, and the day really on Saturday looks okay too. Here's where things are by Saturday morning at 7. But during the afternoon, some forecast models have some of this rain a little bit farther northward into the region. We'll show you one here in just a second, but you'll note some of this rain is creeping on northeastward and could be invading certainly into eastern North Carolina, but not so much into the Hampton Roads area quite yet. Now, that's where this forecast model leaves off. It only runs out to about 48 hours, but we pick up with a longer range version of Future Tracker, GFS forecast model, and show you what's up with that. That has the rain over the top of us by 7 o'clock in the evening, over the top of the Hampton Roads cities, almost to the peninsula. Here's where things are by 10 o'clock at night. We've got a little bit of rain mixed with snow into the area. It does not look like it'll be anything real big, but nonetheless, we'll want to watch it carefully. 1 o'clock in the morning, still some rain, even some solid snow. But then by 4 o'clock in the morning, it's changing back over to a mixture of rain, sleet, and snow over the area. By 7 o'clock, it's gone for Virginia, and it's mostly rain. Well, it is rain for eastern North Carolina by 7 o'clock in the morning, and it moves quickly away, and we end up with a cool day. Really, it'll be cool Saturday and a cool day on Sunday as well. Here's another forecast model, the Euro. This forecast model, it doesn't have the rain really even enter the picture until 2 o'clock in the morning, late on Saturday night, Sunday morning, whereas the GFS had it moving on northward during the afternoon hours. So this delays it considerably, holds the mixed precipitation way on off to the west. But again, I tend to think it'll be a little bit closer to the GFS with some action moving on in by at least around 7 o'clock in the evening through the area. So what are we going to end up with out of this? In terms of snow totals, not much for most of the Hampton Roads cities, and likely be a little bit of some rainfall, possibly mixed with some snowfall. But as far as any accumulations, we're likely to see it a little bit farther inland and on down into eastern North Carolina, because it'll last a bit longer here, and perhaps 1 inch here, 2 inches way out off to the west. So again, we're not looking at anything big. In fact, over the Hampton Roads cities, pretty much nothing, except we may see a little bit toward Franklin and southern Suffolk. But again, it doesn't look like anything very much. Here's our 7-day forecast. 50 degrees coming up for the day on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be cold. Highs only into the mid-40s. We'll see clouds move in with a chance of rain and possibly mixed with some snow late in the day on Saturday, into Saturday night, and into very early in the day coming up on Sunday, remaining into the 40s Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Little bit better Tuesday.